Hi guys, I hope you're all well. I'm missing you loads and I hope you're all staying safe and having lots of fun. So today we are going to read one of my favourite books, which was actually one that I've kept since when I was little. Some of you might know it and some of you might not. This book is called Commotion in the Ocean and it's one of my favourite books. So let's have a look. Commotion in the Ocean. There's a curious commotion at the bottom of the ocean. I think we ought to go and take a look. You'll find every sort of creature that lives beneath the sea swimming through the pages of this book. There are dolphins, whales and penguins. There are jellyfish and sharks. There's the turtle and the big white polar bear. But can you see behind the wrecks and in between the rocks? Let's see if we can find who's hiding there. So I want you to keep an eye out and try and remember as many sea creatures as you can. So the first one is a crab. The crab likes walking sideways, and I think the reason why is to make himself look sneaky and pretend that he's a spy. Can you pretend that you're a spy on a crab and get your claws out and move side to side? Turtles. We crawl up the beach from the water to bury our eggs on dry land. We lay a whole batch and then, when they hatch, they scamper about in the sand. So these are the baby turtles. How many can you see? Dolphins. I think these have to be one of my favourite sea creatures. The wonderful thing about dolphins is hearing them trying to speak. But it's not how do you do. Like I'd say to you, it's more of a click, whistle, squeak. Click, click, squeak, squeak. Angelfish. Hello, I'm the angelfish, darling, the prettiest thing in the sea. What a shame there are no other creatures as gorgeous and lovely as me. Who knows what this one is? A lot of you actually like talking about this sea creature. It's a jellyfish. The jellyfish just love to jiggle, which other fish think are quite dumb. She knows that it's not all that useful, but jiggling's very good fun. Can you do some jiggling? Do it in your bedroom, do it in the sofa, in the kitchen, in the living room. Oh, this one I don't like very much. It's a shark. I swim with a grin up to greet you. See how my jaws open wide? Why don't you come a bit closer? Please take a good look inside. Do you think he's being very nice or do you think he's being sneaky? What's he going to do? Swordfish. I love to chase after small fishes. It stops me from getting too bored. And when I start feeling hungry, I skewer a few on my sword. Octopus. Having 8 arms can be useful. You may think it looks a bit funny, but it helps me to hold all my children and tickle each one on the tummy. Do you like getting tickled? Stingray. At the bottom of the ocean, the stingray flaps his wings, but don't you get too close to him, his tail really stings. I hope you're keeping a count of how many different sea creatures there are. Lobster. Never shake hands with a lobster, it isn't a wise thing to do. With a clippity clap and a snippety snap, he would snip all your fingers in two. The deep sea. Miles below the surface, where the water's dark and deep, live the most amazing creatures that you could ever meet. There are fish of all descriptions, of every shape and size. Some have giant pointy teeth and great big eyes. Some of them can walk around and balance on their fins, but the strangest fish of all have glowing whiskers on their chins. Which one of these, if you had to be a fish in the bottom of the sea, in the deep part of the sea, what would you like to be? I think I'd like to be this one because it has a light. Blue whale. There's no other beast on the planet as big, as giant as a blue whale. He measures a massive 100 feet long from his head up to the tip of his tail. Does anybody, before I say, know what these are called? Barnacles. We're just a bunch of barnacles and all we do is cling. We know it's not that glamorous, but it's our favourite thing. Walrus. Our bodies are covered with blubber and our tusks are incredibly long. We're grumpy and proud and bellow out loud to show that we're mighty and strong. Penguins. We waddle about on our icebergs, which make our feet slither and slide. And when we get close to the water, we leap with a splosh off the side. polar bears. Deep out in the Arctic, the mummy polar bear snuggles up with her children, and it's very cold out there. What a lot of creatures we have seen beneath the sea. What a lot of funny things they do. Some of them might lick their lips and eat you in one bite, and some might want to swim around with you. The dolphin's very friendly, the lobster's very fierce, but the shark is the most dangerous by far. Can you name the other fish we've made other friend fish we've made along the way? See if you can tell me who they are. So I want you to see if you can tell me how many fish there were and different creatures. But also, if you were to be an animal in the sea, what animal would you be and why? Bye guys, see you soon.